Great rising, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another powerful fellowship of sunrise and sunsets. I am Baba Cordell. Hey, is this a new day or a continuation? I think that's an interesting thought, right? So first and foremost, I say great rising, right? Because most of us, unless you work overnight, we have risen, right? With this daylight, we have risen. So, I know I like to have fun with words. So we usually say, good morning. And I'm like, hey, I'm not in mourning. I'm actually ecstatic. I'm not sad or crying about anything. I haven't lost anything, so I'm not mourning. I like to have fun with it. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that with that connotation. Yet I like to have fun with it because, words, linguistics, to me, it also fuels the thought process, the mind, the mood, the emotions. So I like to say great rising. I enjoy the way that sounds to me. It sends a vibration throughout my body. So is this a new day or a continuation? Let me think about that while I enjoy some of this green tea. Well, for me, I would say it's a continuation. And the reason being is because even though I would say during the nighttime, I went to sleep, right? And then through that sleep, my body was still working and activating, even though at a certain low adrenaline flow. And then I awakened. Yet the energy and my memories and all things that are inclusive was a part of that process of my sleeping. Many dream, many have visions, or whatever they choose to do for their individual selves. Yet for me, I awaken and I notice the way that I feel. It also has something to do with the way that I went for my rest. So to me, there's a continuation, and it's pretty secular, right? So I'm like, is this a new day or is it a continuation? And for me, it's a continuation. So therefore, every moment that I have, the energy also goes to the next moment. Every, one activity over here, if I go into another activity right after, that energy also transitions. So for me and my oneness, I can definitely say that the electrical energy, the soulful energy, the spirit, it still, my core still carries on no matter what I'm doing. So to me, it's a continuation. And when I think of a new day, the connotation to me is pretty much everything is so brand new that it's the first. It's the first day. Now, I like that. I do like that. I feel that has a space and a place, because coming out of my rest or my sleep also, there's a different breath that comes along with me coming forth and rising. Yet, based upon how I went for my rest, what kind of breath will that be? Have you ever had a certain mood and let's just say it wasn't necessarily agreeable and you did not awaken rested and refreshed? So that's why I say it's more of a continuation for myself, and therefore I like to make sure that any and all moments that my foundation, my centeredness, how I choose to be within health, happiness, harmony, purpose, and the wealth of life, that travels along with me. Kindness, serenity. As much as I can, I love to do the maintenance and the practice of that. So for me, we have our day cycles, our night cycles, because it's a continuation. So with that being shared, what do you think? How does that fit within your world? And how do you actually have a breakdown for that if you ever choose to have one? I think it's fun thinking. You know, I think it's absolutely fun thinking, and it's purposeful thinking for how it applies to you. All right. So with that being shared on this powerful, powerful sunrise, I thank you for joining us for this wonderful fellowship. I am Baba Cordell, and this is Sunrise and Sunsets. Stay in gratitude. Till next time.